I had the idea to do this tier list a while back. I use Photoshop on a daily basis to create video thumbnails, graphics, edit photos, and oh yeah, I've taught photography classes for the last 10 years. Stick around to the end because some of these tools I bet you've never used before. With that, I bring you my Photoshop selection tools tier list. First off, the rectangular marquee makes a rectangular box selection. You can hold shift to make it a perfect square. You can make a border around an image like a little picture frame. I don't use it much at all. C tier. Elliptical marquee. If I don't use the rectangular marquee much, this one I don't use hardly at all. When do you need an oval-shaped selection? Maybe a perfect circle, but even circles you're trying to select aren't perfect circles. D tier. Single row and single column marquee tool. I used this tool once to make cut lines, but other than that, not much good use. I guess it's there when you need it. D tier. Lasso tool. The regular old lasso tool is a trusty standby. When you need a freehand selection, but you don't need it to be super accurate, it's best used with another tool like the patch tool or the content-aware fill. Not usually by itself though. A tier. The don't call it that. The polygon lasso tool. Great for hard edges and sharp corners. You know, polygons. B tier. Magnetic lasso. Snap points by hovering along the edge. You can also click to manually add points. Missed a spot? Too bad, gotta start over. Mouse moved too far off? Oops, back to the start. Got bored and tired? E tier. Object selection tool. Now this is a selection tool. New to Creative Cloud as of November 2019, select the subject with a marquee or a lasso. Perfect every time. Almost. How does it know? AI, machine learning, gremlins, magical hexes, necromancy? I don't know. Solid S tier. Quick selection tool. To be honest, it's a little overrated. Yeah, it's quick, but if you look at your selection, it's a little rough. The quick select tool acts like a paintbrush, which is cool. You can even change your brush size with the bracket keys. Like a brush tool. Acts like a paintbrush, quick and dirty. C tier. Magic wand tool. Select similar pixels. Taught a lot of people what the word contiguous means. Pretty useful once you learn to adjust the tolerance. B tier. Command A. Ha ha ha, you thought we were only using tools in the toolbar. Well, think again. This is actually my favorite keyboard shortcut. Ever. In every program. What? You're calling me a nerd because I have a favorite keyboard shortcut? More useful than you think. S tier. Command D. This is so useful because no matter how you made your selection, you can get rid of your selection by hitting Command D. Or Control D for all you PC people out there. A tier. Not quite as high as Command A. The Select and Mask menu. Once you have a mask, you can refine it in so many great ways. And you can see it as a quick mask overlay, an alpha matte, marching ants. A tier. Select color range. Super good tool to pick one obvious color, but tough to select only one specific color without selecting other stuff you didn't mean to. Magic wand might work better. D tier. Select focus range. This tool had so much potential, but missed the mark. Even on photos that have an obvious depth of field, it still has a hard time selecting the right thing. Big time F tier. Select subject. What can I say? More wizardry. S tier. Select sky. Pretty useful for an obvious sky, but usually requires further selecting with some other tool. B tier. Quick mask mode. To be perfectly honest, I really despise this tool. Masking is incredible, but this thing, it's a different thing. Why use a brush to make your selection when you can use literally anything else? Why is it displayed so prominently when it's so awful? There are so many better tools to make selections with. Counterfeit masking tool. You go to F tier where you belong. Refine hair. Part of the select and mask menu. Got a selection of your subject but need to refine the hair? There's literally a button for that. And it does a dang good job at it too. Solid S tier. Refine Edge Brush tool, also part of the Select and Mask menu. Want to revisit the edge of your selection? There's literally a button for that. Great tool, overly long name, A tier. Pen tool to turn a path into a selection. There are so many better tools to make a selection with. Just no. What are we in 1996? Stop. Do you agree with my list? Comment below your favorite go-to selection tool. Also, share this video with your nerd friend that has a favorite keyboard shortcut like me. Catch you on the next one.